Am I live? Is this live? Is this thing on? This thing on? Is it good? Alright. Oh man, that autofocus is like really aggressive. Look, I move back. I move forward. Oh man, it's not looking too good. Got some herbal tea. That's good. Okay, so welcome to the stream. Why is that volume? It's so low. It's like the volume so low. I really lowered it. Yeah. Wait, is it coming through for you? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Maybe it's just because my like voice is too loud. Like maybe there's just too much gain. Too much gain. Oh, what if I turn it down? Like, oh, did I turn it up? Or did I turn it down? Oh, okay, that's way different. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I did this just now, and I wanted to show it to you because I think it's cool. So you ever wonder, like, I'm like I'm obsessed with like TikTok's UI, right? I'm like, it's so good. Sorry, this tea's really good. It's a honey lavender tea. It's pretty good. Anyway, so I'm obsessed with TikTok's UI, right? Actually, why can I not do this more? Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, what the heck? Oh, I'll make it a little smaller, I guess. That's weird. Because I have the chat open too? Oh, maybe I'll just do that? No, because then I can't see anything. Oh, that's weird. Maybe I'll just put it like iPhone SE, right? Does it still work? Yeah, it's working. Okay, so I had this idea, right? I was like, oh, what if I could just get all news like TikTok, right? And then I was like, maybe I should let's pick a specific category, right? Oh wow, now the volume's really loud. What if I just got, and I was wondering like how does it work, right? How does it even work? Really? Is it like, can I make it work on the web, right? And the answer is yes. And this is how I did it in like an hour or two. I don't know. So the first thing I did is, I don't know if you know this, which I think I talked about this before, but if you go to reddit.com, right, or old.reddit.com, and then you go to whatever, right, like let's go to finance, right, and then you type in .json, it will dump a bunch of stuff, all the posts for that day or whatever, like a few days, in this JSON format. And then you can just download that, right? And that's what I did. So I'll show you the code. I don't want to be messing around here, just right away. So I did this before for Today Enclosure. That's what I do, right? One of the sources for Today Enclosure is Reddit. You can see it here, right? Right there. You see that? Oops. Hello. Highlighted the whole thing. Right there. Right there. Yes. So I get comments, who the author is, and the subreddit. So like most of the closure things, right, come through. Oh no, HN is there. But yeah, most of it's through the closure subreddit. So that's what I do there, and I just sort of refashioned it for Janet. So here I like filter out a bunch of stuff, and I only want links really. So and then I save this as JSON, as a JSON file. And then you come over here, and I created a database table. And it has a few columns, title, URL, the author, when it was posted to Reddit, and then created that in the database. So I call that same download function with a subreddit name. So in this case, finance and global macro, right? So let me just go over there and show you. Since the stock market's super trendy right now. Okay, here we go. Yes. Wait, what if I do that? Can I do that now? Oh yeah, I can. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. So Reddit raises 250 million at 6 billion valuation. And then you see things like the markets have always been rigged, broken, and manipulated, right? So that's what you see here, right? Wrecking Crew, right? Who did? Yeah, there it is, Wrecking Crew, right? So this is, to me, seeing one story at a time is a little better. I think it's a little better, and then I also have like a light mode here. They like that. So like, it just coming from like this honestly, Reddit looks like a Japanese UI situation. I'm gonna join finance. Actually, wait, I'm gonna leave finance. Yeah, it looks like, compared to this, it's very it's super cluttered, right? I mean, they've tried to like do, and then even the newer Reddit isn't good, right? But it's mostly not good because it's a SPA single page application. It's like a little, this is terrible. Yeah, so this is bad too. Anyway, so yeah, this person really cross-posted a lot recently. But yeah, this isn't good. Like, look at how much stuff is on the screen, right? This is what I was talking about. Like, if you're, oh Jesus, music. Hold on, let me just change this. This is really bad. Oh, jeez. What about this one? Oh, we just listened to that. What is this? Oh, it's slow to get started. Whatever. Oh. All right. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is super cluttered, right? It's like you've got, first of all, you have the ads. That's fine. Whatever. You need ads. I personally think that this guy, Troy Hunt, right? Is that who does it? His blog is pretty cool. So like, this is his blog, right? Like, I mean, it's all about him, obviously. But this is his blog. He has all this posts, right? It's very old school web. So then it says sponsored by right here, right? Do you see this? It's just one. Wait, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. It's just one text ad at the top of the screen, right? So it you can see it. It's pretty crazy. But oh, you know what? This camera is like really aggressive. I have to fix that for next time. Yeah, so like, it's just at the top of the screen. One little thing of text. No one's complaining, right? Let me do this game. Is this game? Which one's game? This one? Okay. Yeah, no one's complaining, right? About let me turn it up a little bit. So yeah, no one's complaining, right? About this one line text ad. Like, no one cares. Like, text ads, Google used to only be text ads. It was only text ads. But now, it has a bunch of display ads. Like, everyone hates display ads. Everyone hates ads in general. But this sponsored by, I mean, that's fine. That's classy. It's a classy ad. But if you look at Reddit, it's also text, but it's like in the content. That's a no-no. That's a no-go. No-go-go. Anyway, yeah, so even the new Reddit UI, super cluttered. I don't know what to look at unless I've been here a bunch. But this one, right? This, my TikTok UI on top of Reddit, all you can do is that there's nothing else, right? It's just this. And then you scroll, and then it it does the scroll. Like, I don't know if you know what CSS scroll snap is, but we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about how I added it to Tailwind. Because if you look at the styles here, right? Let me get rid of this. If you look at these, snap, right? Snap Y, snap mandatory. Boom. So yeah, so you scroll and then it does so if you scroll all the way, people used to call this scroll jacking, but it really isn't bad, because it's so subtle, you know. It's like, okay, I made it, but like, oh, that's fine. And then what I like about the scroll snap is that, first of all, it's exactly like TikTok, and then second of all, it helps to load the next one, right? Like, so now I don't have to load like a list of anything, right? I mean, at first I load two. I load that one and this one, but then the next thing that happened was that I just loaded something, right? And then this, you see how I just loaded it again, right? See, this new section came in. Oh, here it is. Reddit raises 250 million. So like, this is so clean. Like, I wish that Reddit was like this. This is so nice. Like, I might actually put this somewhere just so I can use it and look at what's happening on Reddit. Just because I don't want to look at Reddit, right? It's like, and they give you the JSON for free. So it's like, oh well, Today Enclosure's been running for like 2 years. That's free. It's very free, and they have not changed that endpoint. Hopefully no one from Reddit's watching this, because you guys don't change Reddit. Anyway, so I just want to break down real quick in the next like 20 minutes what I did to do this, right? And it's pretty, I think it's pretty basic. It's basically, there's no machine learning or anything. like TikTok is probably, I don't know if you've seen this, like Iceberg backend software or something. What is it, like meme, right? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's like this, right? It's like, so this is the top is like, that's TikTok's UI, and then here, right, all this stuff is like beneath the surface. That's how it is, right? It's like machine learning and all this crazy stuff. But yeah, this doesn't have that. I literally just did select from items, order by random, limit 1. Anyway, so I just want to talk about what I did. So this is my like current stack, and it's working pretty well. I honestly have not changed it. I'm thinking about bundling it all together so I don't have to keep doing all this stuff. But here, so when you look at new open source projects or any projects, software projects in general, the first thing, go to the makefile or the dependency thing or whatever the thing is that lists all the like things that they're using, right? Makefiles, Ruby gem file, whatever Python is doing these days, poetry, I don't know, pip, I have no idea. But anyway, so stuff like that, right? Mix, right? If it's Elixir, Mix, or I don't know what Haskell uses. Common Lisp is like Rosetta or something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so yeah, I'm using all my stuff, right? Except for this, I didn't actually write that. I didn't write JSON. So someone wrote something else. But anyway, yeah. So I'm using TW for Tailwind, right? SQL Heavy that's the new thing. SQL Heavy is the new thing that I did. Look at this. Also, just so I have this down, recorded. Wait, is the music still going? Like what? What is it? Blue Sky? What is it? Okay. What's up with this R&B? Okay. What is it? Oh, this is a dog? What's this? Okay, yeah, I can deal with that. All right. Yeah, this is a new thing, right? It's only SQLite, and it's just CRUD stuff, and it's like objects. I think I've talked about this before last stream, but yeah, basically, you get like active record style models, and then you can like do 5 operations: update, all, delete, insert, find. That's it, done. That's the whole library. Anyway, so I'm using that, and then JSON, obviously, to get the JSON from Reddit, and then HTTP, it's an HTTP client, so I also have to get the JSON from Reddit. It's two different things. And then I have some stuff for restarting the server and everything. But there's really only one file, right? Main.janet, and it's only 123 lines. Not bad. It's got some helpers and things which I don't really need, but I do kind of need them. So this is kind of like a aside, but I made this mistake before with Janet Docs. I updated it, and I don't bundle anything together, so it makes like a million network requests. Do you see this? It makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CSS requests and 3 JavaScript requests. That's insanity, right? That's out of control. No one likes that. But yeah, so instead, and also when I change the CSS, it doesn't have like a hash or anything, or like a hex digest or anything. So it doesn't know to refresh the cache to bust the cache automatically. So here I call it bundle, right? But what it really is cache busting, right? I just call it buster. But yeah, it does bundling too. But it's a bundling and it's busting, right? So the busting is here. Janet has this handy thing called hash. And basically it takes a number. Wait, does it take any value? Yeah, it takes any value, right? And it gives you a numerical hash for any, so every value in Janet has it, right? Even Mill, I think, probably. Yeah. So this is cool, right? And I don't have to it's not like cryptographic or anything. It's just kind of nice to have. But basically, I can take the JavaScript and I can run it through hash, and then I can do string format %x, which gives me a hex value, which if I could list everything, public. Oh, it's not gonna show it, but I can list it here. I just listed in the Janet REPL actually. Public. Okay, so do you see this? Bundle dot this gibberish, right? It's just the hex representation of that hash. So every time the text in the JS file changes, which this is the JavaScript file. It's just 18 lines. Yeah. So anytime this changes, right, it generates a new hex or a new hash value, and so that is like cache busting, right? It's like poor man's cache busting, but really, I mean, that's it, right? Like that's what it is. Like it works perfectly. Anyway, so this macro does that, right, at startup time. And then the next thing is database, connect to the database. And then I had this drop table, but just for debugging. And then, so this is the table that I talked about earlier. And then, it's the def model, right? It comes in, it does all the stuff. It does pragma table info, gets all the it knows what columns it needs. Man, it's a lot of stuff. But it's just one line of code. So this is the Reddit thing I was talking about earlier. It downloads the JSON file and then it reads the JSON file and re-decodes it. Whatever. I should put those together. So basically it gets everything that is not over 18, which I don't want to see NSFW stuff. That's terrible. I don't want to see that. And then I get the post hint. I use this. This is actually new. It needs to be a link, right? It can't be an image or anything. I just want to see text. That's it. TikTok already has the market cornered on video content, right? I don't care to see videos or images, right? Instagram has that, whatever. And so Twitter also, well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so, and then I loop through all the posts and I insert them into the database. And I only do this just so I can select from items order by random. I do that for both finance and global macro. But I mean, you know, if there's any, let's see, are there any related subreddits that I can use? Not Wall Street Bets. Wall Street Bets, the problem with Wall Street Bets is that there are no links, right? It's just a bunch of people saying things, right? Oh, here's a link. Oh, that's promoted. See, that's what I mean. Discussion, it's a meme, right? The squeak has not yet squoze. Everything's a discussion, right? There's like no outside anything. It's all like very, yeah. So this one actually has stuff, but usually they have like related, financial careers, accounting, personal finance, investing, investment club, stock market. Let's see what the stock market is. 1.2 million members. Oh, it's got Jeff Bezos. Oh my gosh. Man, these mods, so funny. Like, all Reddit people are just so funny. Like, it's like just a white, I don't want to say that. It's like a vanilla version of 4chan. But yeah, this is a lot of memes too. Oh, but there are links. Yeah. Let's see, Stockaholics, Traders Forum. Oh, that's nothing. Security analysis. Oh, that sounds yeah, long thesis. Okay, so that's just wannabe day traders like doing their research on different companies. Okay, so yeah, these are pretty much the only ones. But so yeah, these subs, that happens when there's nothing in the database, just to get people going quickly. I'm gonna push this to GitHub and open source it and everything, just to like give people like an example of what I don't have a README. What you could do with Osprey is like a real example. Oh, so here's the bundle, right? And then TW, right, does its thing. This is the layout. It's just pretty basic. And then there's a function section, and this is like the main part that you see. This part here. So this is a section, right? This is this section right here. There's a H1 and an H2, right? So it's the author and then the title of the post and then the links to both. There's some stuff. Oh, the snap styles. There's snap start right here. Right? That does all the magic. When you do that, it snaps back. Right? I'm scrolling, it's snapping back. When you scroll far enough, it snaps right in place. I didn't scroll that, right? Or that scrolled for me. So that's happening. And then this is the homepage. Oh, we're almost done. That's it. Like, that's basically the whole app. So the homepage loads 2, just so I can get the scrolling started. And then it has the snap styles here, snap Y, snap mandatory, the scroll snap stuff, and then it loops through those 2 items, and it turns them into sections, right? Here, like this HTML bit. And then I have the next method, or the next route, which is a little different, right? There's no layout, right? There's none of this. I don't want to wrap it in all this stuff. And then I set the content type to text HTML only because layout does that automatically, right? So I have to do that manually. This API, it's so good. Like, I mean, Joy's good. Like, Joy's good too. But this, like, it honestly, it doesn't seem like, I'm reading it and it doesn't seem like it should work, right? Like, all the dines in the back, like in the Osprey file, at like the router.janet, it just doesn't seem like this should be working like at all, right? You know, and plus after I switched it from global variables to dines, and I use with dines, I'm pretty sure it's like fiber safe. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a new fiber. I know there's a new fiber every connection. So as long as the dines are within the fiber, and I use with dines, they always get reset on every fiber. I hope. I think. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so yeah, like this is really cool. So all you have to do is say use layout false, content type text HTML, and then I do this query here. Select from items, order by random, limit 1, and I get the first one, and then I have to HTML encode manually because layout does that too. Layout does two things. It sets the content type to HTML, text HTML, and it HTML encodes this tuple as actual HTML, right? That's it. That's all there is. Oh, the JavaScript. Yes. This would not work without JavaScript. So basically, what I did is like a dirty hack, right? It's not dirty. It's not a dirty hack. I always say it's a dirty hack. It's not dirty. Okay, so when you refresh this, I'm not running the server anymore. So okay, you can see the magic happening here, the SQL. So it tries to create the table, and then this is the def model definition, pragma table info, and then this is the first query. Just to see if there's any items that, otherwise if there were no items it would load. Cool. Okay, so there's 2 sections now, right here. Do you see this? There's one section here and another section below that you can't see because the sections have H screen, which is 100% VH or whatever, vertical height of the current viewport. So when I scroll, and it snaps right to the end, then it just loads. It loaded another one. Now there's 3 sections. So the way that works, right? The way that works on the snap, I mean, speaking like Super Bowl was just on. It's so funny. Okay, so the way that works is I have the oh jeez, this song. I'm sorry, it's so bad. How do I get hip house? Okay, all right. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, the JavaScript. So I have just one element outside the body, main. Only because I didn't want to add all the stuff to body. So the main element, right? I add an event listener for scroll, and then so this is where I said it was a hack, right? I was really trying to get this to work, like where I only wanted to load one new thing right after. So I was like on Stack Overflow, like, oh, how do I do it? How do I do it? Like, there's no JavaScript events for scroll snap because it's so new, I guess. So only the scroll snap only works with when I say scroll snap, I mean this. Let's just talk about this for a second. Scroll nap. Oh my gosh, scroll snap. Right? Oh, it didn't load. Space? Oh, there it is. Okay. CSS scroll snap, right? Yeah, it's pretty new, but it's supported everywhere, right? It's not even new, really. What's that? 2017. It's 4 years old. So scroll snap is. But yeah, some of these things are pretty newer, I guess. Type, yeah, it's scroll snap type. I don't really care about that. Scroll snap by itself, and scroll snap align, I think, is pretty much all you need. Like, you know, whether it's mandatory type, scroll snap type X, that is not supported. I don't even know what this is. It doesn't matter. Scroll snap type Y, not supported. Points? Oh, scroll snap points. Oh wow, this gets really, anyway. So scroll snap by itself, right? Perfect. It's just some CSS. Here, let me scroll snap CSS, just so I can show it to you so you don't see it through Tailwind only. Oh, here we go. CSS tricks, perfect. Okay. So this is it. Scroll snap type Y, mandatory. That's what I'm using. Scroll snap align start. That's it, right? But in Tailwind, which I'll get to in a second, it is instead, it is scroll snap, and then it's scroll snap Y, and then snap mandatory. So that's this, right? Type Y, type mandatory. And then snap start is align start. That's all there is. That's all you need to do. Oh, and the JavaScript. Okay. So anyway, back to the JavaScript, right? I have, it looks like 5 minutes. I'll get it done. All right. So I take the first, so this doesn't work if you dynamically resize the window, it'll stop working. But assuming that you're on a mobile device, which you cannot dynamically resize, it works. So the first thing is that I get the first section, right, on the page, and I get the height. And then instead of, so before on Stack Overflow, right, people are like, oh, just say when the scroll is greater than 50, like load another one. But the scroll's always greater than 50. So you'll have to either keep a variable and like do all that stuff. No. So instead, what I did was I had main by itself up at the top, which would probably still work, but I decided to use eTarget instead. So I take main scroll position, and I do a triple equals, right? Trip equals. You can't do double equals in JavaScript. You need 3 equal signs, okay? You cannot do this. Don't do this. 2 equals. No, 3 equal signs. Also, yeah, this is Fiverr code, so that's why 3 equal signs looks like that. Here, let me Fiverr code. There's probably more ligature fonts, I think. See, it says it right here, Fiverr code. So this not equals, right? I think it even says. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's just a picture. Okay, so let's see. This equality is, so that's triple equals, right? So it's triple equals is triple equals right there. So that's a double equals is double equals on the red. Do you see that? And then triple equals is there. Anyway, so that's how it works. Anyway, let's talk about font ligatures. Okay, and then I take that height of the first section because they're all equal, right? Because I set height VH 100 VH, right? And then I take the number of current sections minus 1, right? Because that's just, it's 0 indexed. So then I take the length minus 1, right? So at first it's 2, minus 1's 1. So it's just the height is 1, right? So height times 1. And then it does the Ajax, right? Or the fetch. Sorry, there's no Ajax anymore. So then it gets the HTML, insert adjacent HTML. That was a journey too. My goodness, like the APIs in the browser are terrible. Like there's an append. There is an append. This actually lets you do stuff. Hello, like that lets you append things, but it doesn't do it right. Like, what was the problem? Like, I can't even remember now. Like, it was, it just didn't work. Like, I don't know what it was. So insert adjacent HTML is what you need, because you don't want to bring in jQuery just to call append, right? You just want to do just vanilla JS, all right, before end, and then bring in the HTML string, right? So there's a difference. Append, I think, needs like a document create element or something, or create fragment, document fragment or something. But this insert adjacent HTML, and then I have like, errors, but whatever. That's it pretty much. Like, so when the scrolling gets to the very bottom, right, of the current number of sections long, it loads a new one. So that's how it works in practice. So here, when it gets to the bottom, it even works on scroll snap too. Like, you don't even need a scroll snap. I mean, it would be a lot cleaner if it said like on snap end, load next, but whatever. For the record, I also tried HTMX. Has a really cool example, lazy loading example, right? So basically what happens is, not lazy loading, I'm sorry, infinite scroll. Yes. So it's just 3 attributes on an element, and you say what URL, and you say what trigger, it's revealed, right? So like, when this gets to the bottom, let's see, right, you just saw it, the little loading symbol. Yeah, so when it gets to the bottom, right, it loads. Yeah, right there. So this is really cool because it even shows you the, it's pretty cool. Anyway, so yeah, and then you just say hx swap after end, right? So it's similar to insert JSON HTML before end, whatever. I don't know, it's fine. Like, writing vanilla JS isn't like the worst thing. And plus, I tried HTMX and it did not, it just kept, because scroll snap, I guess, is something a little different, and it kept saying it was revealed, the section, which is true, I guess, and it kept loading infinitely. it just kept loading. It was going crazy. So yeah, it works. You can just keep doing this until the JSON runs out, right? There it is, right? Oh, US 30-year bond yield hits 2% as inflation expectations rise. Ooh, man. Market correction. Okay, I'm just going to say it now. All right, 9:31. I started super duper late, so I apologize that it only goes on for a little while, but that's how it's going to be. Yes, I appreciate anyone out there who is watching. I appreciate anyone who watches the YouTube exports. I really have to think about, like, what am I doing? Like, I need to go back over my streams or whatever, and I need to, like, pluck out things that are cool, like little 10-minute clips. That'd be something that would be YouTubey. But anyway, yeah. So it works. This is really cool. It just keeps adding sections forever and ever, right? And yeah, sometimes you'll see the same thing twice, because it's just random, right? It's just random. Yeah. So if you yes, could do anything. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. It's funny because I was just about to jump out. Yeah. So yeah, if you learned anything today, you learned about CSS scroll snap. You learned about SQL order by, what was I? Oh, what was I doing? Did I close this? Did I close Vim? Oh my gosh, I did. Well, anyway, you learned about CSS scroll snap. You learned about the SQL order by random, which I did not know about. I was like, how do I get a random thing? And then the first Google result was like, oh, it's just order by random. And then you also learned about Janet and stuff, right? That's good. And Tailwind too, I guess. Oh, I didn't talk about one more thing, and then I'm gonna go. Let me get Vim going again. Okay, I'm just gonna show you my Tailwind config situation, which I don't usually like to talk about. Okay, there it is. I don't usually like to talk about node modules and things. I have like a unhealthy, look at this. Look at that. This is just for Tailwind. Look at all of these. Look how many. It's still going. All right, anyway. Okay, so if this is actually on GitHub if you want to check it out. But to add scroll snap to Tailwind, it takes two things. The first thing is you need Tailwind CSS scroll snap, right? Which is here. CSS. Well, hello. CSS scroll snap. I forget which one it is. I think it's. Oh no. Tailwind scroll snap. There we go. That's the one. November 12th. Not bad. 93 stars. But yeah, it does what it's supposed to do, right? So it tells you what the properties are and what they map to and things. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good. So anyway, you add that to your package.json, do your yarn add, whatever you want to do. And then you go to your Tailwind config, and then you add plugins, right? You add, why is this like this? What is this? What's going on here? Would you recommend Tailwind or other for smaller projects over a custom framework? Yes, I would. yes, I would recommend Tailwind. I would recommend Tailwind even in big projects. The one thing you have to do in big projects is you have to like organize. Here, I'll show you what I did. I don't want to. You basically have to do either what they say on the Tailwind docs, which is what was it? Let's just go to documentation. It's in here somewhere. Optimizing for production. Okay, so you either have to do this, where you like do this thing. Wait. Does it talk about? Oh, it doesn't even talk about this. Adding new utilities, extracting components. This is what I'm looking for. So if you're on a bigger project with Tailwind, this looks terrible. Like, and it is terrible. After a while, you come back to this in like a month, and you're like, wow, this was write only. So you have to do this, right? You have to do something like this, where you're using React or something, and you have a component, and then each component, or this is Vue, but each component has its own, like it sort of does it just component by component, or which is to me, like if you're using Rails or something, you use a supply situation and you sort of you name your styles, right? With apply, which it seems like it defeats the purpose, but the real purpose of Tailwind is you get really cool UI components here in Tailwind UI, and you can like customize them easier than you can with Bootstrap. Does Tailwind negate some of the headache of yeah, it does. Could do anything. The Tailwind does negate some of the headache of thinking of names. Yeah, it's like so you don't have to. I mean, if you do the supply situation, it doesn't. But yeah, it does. Like, so I just want this to be Flexbox, justified centered, and item centered, and full screen height and full width. Well, there it is, right? It's flex call, justify center, item center. See, that's what. Yeah. Like, I don't really want to think about like, oh, what should I call this? Oh, it's like a section. Oh, but it's like a scrolling, snapping thing. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's that. Oh, and then yeah, so you add the plugin with the require here, and then you what did I do? Whoops. Hello. And then you go to your thing and you run your whatever. I'm using npx tailwind css blah blah blah, and then you do the post css, and then magically the snap styles appear. So that's good. That's how it works. That's the end. That's the end of it. I can't believe Reddit raised money again. That's crazy. Like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, what is going on? Oh my gosh. Too stubborn to learn it. Yeah, it took me a while. I was using this other thing before Tailwind called Tachyons, and when I first saw it, I was like, what? This is stupid. I was like, this is not good. Let me see, where is it? Getting started. Yeah, it was bad. I mean, like, I liked the way that the page looked, which is why I think I like Tailwind too, is because I was like, oh, Tailwind's website, like their marketing site, looks good, right? It looks amazing. Like, it looks way more modern. And look at this, like the font, like everything's like bold, like, oh man, it looks so good. Like all this interactivity and stuff. Like if I go to get Bootstrap, right? Let's go over there. Yeah, it's not really. It's kind of like bland, you know. Plus everything looks like Bootstrap, and that's the problem. But Tailwind, like, you could have two Tailwind things next to each other, and you could not tell which one's Tailwind and which one is not, unless you look at the terrible output of all the classes in the HTML. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, Tailwind, it looks good. Like, this website looks really good. Yeah. Anyway, that's why it sold me on Tailwind. All right, that's it. That's it for the stream. I said I was going to end at 9:30, but it's 9:40. Bootstrap is why I'm apprehensive of Tailwind. Yeah, but honestly, like Bootstrap, if you can customize it and like you just have to use a template, right? All you have to do is go to themes, right? You just go to themes and look at all this stuff. Like all the hard work is done for you. All you have to do is use the theme. Oh yeah, no problem. Anyway, so that's the end of the stream. I said I was gonna end before, but yeah, that's it. I will be back on not Thursday. Thanks for your thoughts. Hey, no problem. Could do anything. I will be back on not Thursday. Next Tuesday. I'll be back on, and I will probably. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna try to deploy my Clubhouse for Business. I'm gonna try to deploy it and see how that goes. I have to hook up like Mailgun. I have to like buy a domain. I have to do a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I'll go through it on the live stream. So it's cool. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the watching, all the commenting, all the chatting. Appreciate everything. Thank you. All right, I will see you next Tuesday.